Did you know that 80% of top-ranked players in competitive games rarely play solo queue? I used to think they were just lucky, but now I know better. Here's the truth about solo queue that changed everything for me. Picture this: you're in a Valorant match, stuck with 4 randoms who can't communicate to save their lives. Your Jett is off doing her own thing, your Sage forgot how to heal, and your comms are filled with more toxicity than a nuclear waste site. Sound familiar? Yeah, it's the solo queue nightmare we've all been through. I remember this one time I lost 7 games in a row because of clueless teammates. I was ready to uninstall the game and take up CS2 or something. But here's the kicker: it's not just about losing rank. Solo queue is actively holding you back from becoming a better player. What if I told you there's a way to never deal with this BS again and actually get better 10 times faster? Let's talk about the so-called tips for climbing ranks in solo queue. Be friendly, communicate more, warm up before matches. Sounds familiar, right? Well, most of that advice is total garbage when it comes to the hell that is solo queue. I've been there, trust me. Back in my early CSGO days, I was that guy trying to be a one-man army. I thought if I just grinded hard enough, practiced my aim for hours, and stayed positive, I'd carry myself to global elite and level 10 on Face It. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. Here's the brutal truth about solo queue. It's a mental meat grinder. You're dealing with toxic teammates, throwers, smurfs, and a whole lot of BS that has nothing to do with your actual skill. And let's not forget the tilt. Oh, the tilt. One bad game can send you spiraling, and suddenly you're the toxic one. Half the time, your teammates don't even have mics. Or worse, they do. And they're blasting music or screaming in a language you don't understand. Being friendly, good luck with that when your duelist instalox and then goes 217. And don't even get me started on the myth of carrying in solo queue. Unless you're a pro smurfing in silver, you're not consistently carrying 4 randoms against a coordinated team. It's just not happening. That's why these YouTube nerds are doing series going from silver to immortal. Everybody thinks they can do the same, they get a bunch of views, and you're buying a lie that's been on a repeat a bunch of times already. The worst part, the more you play solo queue, the more you start to doubt yourself. Are you actually improving, or are you just spinning your wheels, stuck in elo hell forever? It's enough to make you want to uninstall and take up knitting. I was at that point ready to quit comp games altogether, but then I stumbled onto something that completely changed my perspective on improving and climbing ranks. That game-changing discovery, it wasn't some secret aim technique or hidden game mechanic. It was realizing that the entire solo queue grind is a lie. It's time to talk about the team-based revolution. I'm not talking about just queuing up with a random duo partner. I'm talking about building a consistent squad that grows together. Here's how it went down for me. I started paying attention to the players in my matches who actually knew what they were doing. You know, the ones who could aim, communicate, and didn't rage quit after losing pistol round. I started adding these players as friends. Not everyone accepted, but enough did. We queue up again, and if we we'd keep playing. Before I knew it, I had a solid group of players I could rely on. No more praying for decent teammates. The benefits were immediate. Suddenly I could play my preferred role without fighting over it in agent select. No more pressure from randoms expecting me to carry. We could actually plan strategies and execute them match after match. And the best part, we were improving at our own pace without the constant setbacks of solo queue. But here's where it gets really good. We started doing team practice and scrims. Let me tell you, this is where the real growth happens. In solo queue, you might get 1 or 2 good practice scenarios per match. In a scrim, every round is a learning opportunity. We'd run the same strats over and over, tweaking and perfecting them. My game sense improved more in a week of scrims than it did in a month of solo grinding. And with Valorant, you even have the premier mode, so you have something to train more. And let's not talk about all the third-party tournaments that you can find online. The difference was night and day. When I went back to regular comp or even solo queue, it felt like I was smurfing. My decision making was sharper, my utility usage was on point, and I was reading opponents like a book. Your normal competitive will feel like a deathmatch routine. The pressure and anxiety that you feel now is nothing compared to a tournament with your team, even if you're at a low level right now. That's the secret sauce right there. Solo queue might help you climb ranks slowly, but team play transforms you as a player. You start thinking about the game differently. It's not just about your individual performance anymore, it's about how you fit into a larger strategy, how you support your teammates, and how you adapt as a unit. And when you know what your team is supposed to do, you can play around your stupid solo queue teammates and do those things yourself and actually carry. Every player you match with could be your next teammate. Here's what you do. Next time you have a good game, add that teammate and ask if they want to queue up again. That's how it all begins. Remember, this isn't just about finding people to play with, it's about creating a team that grows together. You learn each other's strengths, cover weaknesses, and develop strategies that actually work. No more banging your head against the wall in solo queue. Change is scary. But trust me, once you experience the difference of playing with a consistent team, you'll never want to go back. So stop wasting time in solo queue hell. Build your team and you'll be amazed at how fast you improve. It's time to take control of your competitive journey. And now subscribe and watch these other videos since they're bangers.
Arrivederci.